Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome to today's Jworld Hangout. I'm your host. My name is Kasaya J, and I'm the Digital Media Specialist for Jeunesse Global. It is March 7th, 2015. If you're new to our Jeunesse family, welcome. If you're watching from hangouts.jeunesseglobal.com, hop over there and leave me a comment. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Also, during the call, if you happen to have questions or comments or feedback, feel free to leave it in the sidebar. That's hangouts.jeunesseglobal.com. All right, today's agenda. On today's call, we are talking terminology. So you're hearing things like CV, PV, PGV, etc., distributor, all these different terms. What do they mean? So I want to show you our glossary of terms and show you where you can find it. If you're already a total pro and you know this stuff, use this video to send to your new distributors so that you can give them the information and they can review it themselves. Next up, we've got an update from our compliance department on today's call. I'm going to be giving you some clarity on the do's and don'ts and how we can keep our brand really prestigious. I'm going to answer a quick question for you there. We're going to talk lock placement, why it's important. You have to pick a side in your business when you enroll people. Why is it important and what does it mean to do lock placement, where you can find that. We're going to talk about setting up your Autoship, how to enroll a new distributor, and I'm going to give you a quick update on your lead capture pages, also on your replicated websites. And at the end of the call, I want to give you a quick dose of inspiration, just a very brief little letter that one of our double diamonds actually sent my way, and I want to share it with you guys toward the end of the call. All right, before we get started, as usual, we've got some housekeeping notes. So Lead Las Vegas, that is our annual leadership conference in Las Vegas. That is 2 weeks away. So by all means, pack your clothes and get ready. We are throwing a party. So initially, this was a white party, and then when I looked at the e-blast, it says black and white party. So just pack clothes and plan on attending because it's going to be a lot of fun. The parties are always outstanding. You can eat, drink, and dance the night away. It's going to be a total blast. So you won't want to miss Lead in Las Vegas. By the way, if you're there, come up and say hello. I'd love to meet you guys in person, and we'll take pictures and just hang out and have a good time. So if you missed Exec Connect, which was on Wednesday with our Chief Visionary Officer, Scott Lewis, by all means, go watch the replay. Also share it with your upline, downline. Make sure that everyone watches that. Really amazing announcements on that call. Scott said himself, we are looking at instantly ageless being back in the retail cart. So that's good for your business, right? Also, the limit being lifted, I believe that number is not being announced yet, but it is going to be more than 3, which is very positive. And then also opening additional countries. So sending Instantly Ageless over to Europe and some other countries that are slated for an April/May release, which is really, really fantastic. Very quickly, I want to invite you guys to our USA tour with our Double Diamond Director, Lyndon Biernoff. I'm going to just share a couple of pictures with you very quickly because I want to make sure that you guys know about these dates and that you know where he's going to be and when. So hopefully you're seeing my screen right now. It is our Diamond Director, Double Diamond Director, Lyndon Biernoff, March 9th through the 12th. He starts in Sacramento, California at 7:30 p.m. at the Doubletree Hilton. Then he moves from the 9th to the 10th in Idaho, and then to Salt Lake City on March 11th, Toronto on March 12th. So by all means, if you're in those markets or have people that are, get them to those events. It's very, very important. It's going to be absolutely incredible what he has to share. He's been tremendously successful and with this company for quite a while now. So you'll want to hear what he has to say. Moving on, March 13th through the 17th, he'll be in Raleigh, North Carolina. March 13th on the 14th in Orlando, where our headquarters is in the Florida Hotel and Conference Center. March 16th, Atlanta, and the 17th, Indianapolis. So like I said, definitely get to one of those live events. If you have prospects or new distributors that are in those markets, send them there as well. I also want to show you where you can find this information. I know I just shared those pictures with you. So let me toggle my screen back over to my web browser, and I'm going to show you that this is all listed on our fan page. So if you go to JeunesseGlobal.com, on the top right-hand side, you'll see some social icons. You want to click on the Facebook icon, which will take you to our official fan page for Jeunesse, and this is about 2 posts down, but you can see we've posted the images you can share with your team, and then also the text on the exact locations, when and where those are located, and then also the different sessions and what's going to be taking place there. Remember, this is a fantastic time to invite new prospects to take advantage of the training, and then also hear from a top producer inside of Jeunesse. Those are always really, really enjoyable, and I encourage you to attend. Okay, let me get back to my agenda here. If you like Jmobile, if you're using it and you're having good success, I want to invite you to leave us a testimonial. We've got a fan page called Jworld, which is focused on our tools. So if you go to facebook.com/Jworld, on the top there's a questionnaire, just a very short form, but if you could fill it out and just let us know. We've had people say, hey, we love Jmobile, we use it to build our business. It means we don't have to leave home as much. We can really just do everything on the go. I have people say, Jmobile is really the only way that I run my business now, being able to text out the videos and prospect, and then also run my reports and do everything I need to do. I don't even use my computer anymore. I do everything from this app. So it could be very short. It could also be long if you've had some sort of really incredible change take place in your business because of Jmobile. I want to hear that too. So let me take you over very quickly to the Jworld page, which is right here. So this is facebook.com/Jworld. And as you can see, I've pinned this post to the top. So it's a simple form. It's just a Google form. All you have to do is click on it. We just ask a couple questions from you. It can be as long or as short as you want. So I want to thank you in advance for your feedback. It always helps hearing from the field what's working, how you're using it, what results you've had. We love it. And I'll let you know that our founder, Wendy Lewis, she reads these. She loves hearing them. Sometimes she watches the replays of the Hangout, so it's always fun to kind of keep her in the loop. She wants to know how you guys are enjoying the tools and how they're helping you have success inside of your business. So, okay. Let's see here. I'm going to go back up to my agenda and let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, the first thing we're going to talk about today is our glossary of terms. Very important. I know many of you are network marketing professionals. You guys are amazing. You've got it all down pat. But there's a lot of new people joining our Jeunesse family. So when we say things like, CV and points and binary and all of these different terms, they're just like, they have no idea. This is a totally different world than anything they've experienced. And so I think this will be really helpful, not only for you guys, but also for the people that are joining your team. So let me go back and share my web browser. Again, I am doing Hangout solo today, so I want to thank you guys in advance for your patience. If you have questions on anything that I'm talking about, definitely leave them over in the sidebar so that I can review them toward the end of the call. All right, so what I'm going to do is show you what I want to cover today is in the opportunity booklet, but I'm going to show you how to find that so that you guys can get the same information. When you log into your back office area, you have something called the Jcloud, which is where all of our forms, like it's documents, videos, anything that you would want from the company's marketing team gets put up in here so you can pull it down. So all I did was go to JTools, Jcloud, and then I'm going to go to the English and US folder. I'm going to click on print. And then when this opens, this is actually my starter kit. I love that they put our J-kit right inside of the Jcloud, so that means you don't have to wait for it to get shipped to your door. You and any new distributor that you enroll can just download this information. So the information we're talking about is actually the opportunity. So by clicking this, it will download to your device. I've already downloaded this, so I'm just going to take you right over here to the next window so that you can take a look at everything that's inside of the opportunity booklet. So again, you would get this in a physical version when you have the J-kit shipped to your home, but this is just the PDF or the virtual document. It makes it super simple to view on an iPad or a desktop, or for me to review like I'm doing with you right now. So I recommend that you read through this because this is actually going to tell you the 6 ways that you can earn money inside of Jeunesse. You know, the DSA did a study that says 70% of people who join the network marketing industry do so for additional income. And so it's very important that new distributors know how they can get paid inside of Jeunesse. So there's 6 ways to get paid. And if you scroll through here, you'll be able to see all 6 of them. And this document in and of itself talks about not only how you can get paid, but also team building, which is important. So it's going to talk to you about earning commissions. Now, this is important, and you'll want to review this. In order to earn commissions as a distributor, you have to generate your first 100 PV, which by the way stands for personal volume, in 1 month during the first year. So it ends on your renewal date. Your renewal date is the day that you signed up for the business. And this can be made on your replicated website by retail or by the preferred customers, and you can purchase your products for personal use or resale. So you'll want to review that. And then this talks about the trips and the financial benefits that Jeunesse offers. Here are our rank advancement levels. So starting at associate, going from there to being a distributor, which means you've got one on your left and one on your right as an executive, and then Jade, Pearl, Sapphire, Sapphire Elite. You continue going all the way through your Crown Diamond Director, which is our top rank. And I wouldn't be surprised if people hit those sooner than later, because people are rank advancing very, very quickly inside of this business, which is amazing. So your glossary of terms, finally, after we scroll through this little booklet, it's kind of toward the bottom. So you want to just kind of review all that information. Look, knowledge is power. The more knowledgeable you are, the better you'll be in your business, the more successful you'll be in your business. And as a leader, you want to make sure you can answer these questions for your team. So my goal on this Hangout is just to kind of point you in the right direction. I know you guys can all read, so I'm not going to actually read through all of these. I want you to go into your back office, pull up your Jcloud, grab this opportunity booklet, or if you have your Jkit at home, open that up and then pull that book out so that you can view it for yourself, what all these terms mean. So being an active member means someone's on Autoship. Remember, you need 60 PV points to be active in your Autoship month. So PV, again, personal volume. We'll get to that in just a minute. So go through all of these and just kind of review them. Now CV, that's commissionable volume. In order to ensure that the products are competitively priced, each product has a CV, a commissionable volume assigned to it. So you definitely want to make sure you understand how the CV works and that terminology so that your new people know when they come in what they need to purchase, especially in setting up your Autoship, which I'm going to show you here in just a couple minutes, why the CV is very, very important. All right, and then your group volume. Group volume is the volume that is generated through your organization, including generated from personal group volume and your upline or your spillover. So I want to show you guys a quick question, and I actually am going to switch screens here. Give me 1 second to pop over. I want to answer a question that we had on the Jworld page. Here we go. Okay. Great question. This comes from Kelly. She says, hey, J Crew, I'm new to Jeunesse and I've placed an order as a distributor. Yay me. Rock on, Kelly. That's awesome. She says, however, watching the Hangouts, I learned that pulling up a genealogy report and realized I already have a person on my left and they have one person and that person has one person. However, not all of them say they're qualified. The immediate downline from me ordered Autoships, but it didn't order a starter package. How can I get this person to become a distributor so I can start making commissions? Oh, and they're not linked to my leads, so I can't send them drip messages. What do I do? Okay, so this is a perfect example of Kelly going into her back office and seeing that there might be people in her organization. However, that is what is called spillover. So while you are able to get the volume that pushes through from those people, they aren't your personal sponsors, so you won't be able to see a lot of information about them, and you don't have to worry about trying to get them to become a distributor because someone above you or in your upline has actually probably put them in the business. So I hope that that helps bring a little bit of clarity. That's funny because if you are new to network marketing, especially in a binary, which is how our compensation plan is structured, that means everybody is always building two teams. So if someone's above you, there's only so many places for them to put people, which means eventually you're going to get that spillover. Those people have to go underneath you. So that is what we call spillover. And I'm just going to take you back to the document so that you can get a better understanding of what that means. So when you look at my glossary of terms here, it's group volume. So group volume is the volume that is generated through your organization. including volume generated from PGV, so that's personal group volume, we've established that, and your upline or spillover. So what you're experiencing is what we call spillover. So I hope that answers your question on that. Now your line of sponsorship, a line of sponsorship is created when you enroll a new distributor in your team. So it grows as that distributor enrolls another distributor, and then that other distributor enrolls another distributor. So the process continues, and every new distributor that's enrolled creates a new line of sponsorship. And there's no limit to how many lines of sponsorship you can create. And of course, the leadership matching bonus is earned through all lines of sponsorship and can be earned on up to 7 levels of your sales organization. So go back through this chart and take a look at the information it talks about on, as you rank advance, the deeper matching bonuses that you get. Very important. So here's your personal group volume, your PGV. It is the volume that is generated throughout your organization, excluding volume created by your upline. So again, you've got personal group volume, that's anyone that you personally sponsor and that they personally sponsor. So anyone from you and below, that is your personal group volume. And then PV, personal volume, that's the volume that's generated through your personal purchases, your retail customer purchases, preferred customer purchases, and wholesale customer purchases. So that is what PV is. And then of course, what is a preferred customer? What does it mean to be qualified to earn your team commissions, your leadership matching bonuses? You have to make sure that you meet all of the rank requirements and maintain a qualified status, or you won't be eligible for your commission. So your monthly autoship is a period of time on which you're responsible for meeting your personal volume requirements, which, as I said earlier, that is at a 60 CV level. So you want to make sure that your autoship is set up properly. Now, team commissions are created, and this is where in the binary, you look at one side of your team being responsible for 600 CV and the other creating 300 CV, and that tells the system to spit out $35 commission. If it doesn't matter which team accumulates the volume, as long as there's a total of 900 CV that's generated, with at least 300 coming from one team and 600 from the other. So that is how team commission works. Your upline includes a member who originally enrolled you and everyone sponsored before you within the line of sponsorship. So that is the person that sponsored you, and then their upline continues all the way up. And then a wholesale customer is a customer who purchases a starter kit, a basic package, and may choose to participate in the autoship program, but does not have any distributor-like activity. That means someone comes into the business, gets a starter kit, but they're not on autoship. They're really not interested in sponsoring other people. They just want to be able to purchase the products at the deepest discount possible, which is wholesale, being a wholesale customer. So there are some serious terms in there that you might want to review on your own time, just to kind of help shed some light and give you some clarity on what all of those things mean. The next topic that we have on today's Hangout is an update from our compliance department, which will shed some clarity on the do's and don'ts to keep the Jeunesse brand prestigious. So before I show you that document, I'm actually going to pull up another question that came into the Jworld page. And I love when you guys ask questions, because I think that by asking questions, not only do you help yourself, but you help others, because we can answer these and hopefully answer the question for a lot of other people who might be in a similar place as you. So Susan says, I'm trying to set up a Facebook page. I'm assuming she's setting up a fan page. She actually left a comment on a previous Hangout that I had done, and someone else answered her, which was great. So we were talking about the policies and procedures and what you can and cannot do. So I commented back what she has in quotations here, which is, hey, Stacy, thanks for jumping in here. That is correct. Of course, we want to provide you with the best tools to market your business and share Jeunesse with your friends online and offline. You must make the distinction that you are an independent distributor, and you cannot have the name Jeunesse or the name of any of the company products as the title of your page. That is what I responded with, and this was a couple weeks ago. Now, her question here is, please give me a direct answer, because this is confusing. I get it. So she gives me these options. She says, is Jeunesse by Susan acceptable, yes or no? Susan, independent Jeunesse presenter, yes or no? And number 3, Susan's instantly ageless magic, yes or no? Well, Susan, I I'm sorry to break it to you, but none of those are acceptable based on policies and procedures. So I am going to now show you guys a document which just came out from our compliance department that is going to be very helpful for you in terms of understanding what you can and cannot do. Again, just so you know, this is an e-blast that came from our company. So what I've done is in the bottom of hangouts.jeunesseglobal.com, today is March 7th, so that's the title of this particular Hangout. Underneath this video, so go to hangouts.jeunesseglobal.com, and in the blog area of this video, I pasted the link for this. So you guys can click here and be able to pull up this information on your own. So this is important. They basically are saying with the rapid growth and success of the company, it's come to our attention that you guys need a little bit of help on understanding, you know, some commonly violated policies and procedures. So this information is to help you stay on track to govern, to run your business in a meaningful way, but also within the guidelines and the context of the company. So by all means, again, it's not this militia thing to try to keep you from being successful in your business. It is totally the opposite. What they're looking to do is just really maintain the quality of the brand, the image of the brand, and make sure that we are not confusing the marketplace and that everyone can truly win. So I love this because they've kind of taken what the policy is as far as policies and procedures. I mean, you're looking at a lot of like legal mumbo jumbo, okay? And not to discredit what it actually is, but I know I have a lot of trouble reading those kinds of documents, and sometimes I can't decipher what they mean. And so this was a lot of clarity, not only, you know, for you guys, but also for myself as well, to be able to share the correct information with you guys. So there's some things we need to pay attention to. Representation of government endorsements. The Jeunesse product line has not been reviewed or approved by any governmental agency. So when people ask you about the FDA or whatever else they're asking you, come back here because the product line has not been reviewed and or approved by a government agency. Medical treatment and approval of therapy. That policy states that distributors can't advertise the products as treating or curing any type of disease or whatever. Like if you have a testimony and something like that happened to you, you know, then that's your own thing, but you can't market the business based on something that happened to you or put that type of information out there. You can't, technically it's making a claim. Trademarking policy. It says that distributors may not use the name Jeunesse, Jeunesse Global, or any of the product names without the express consent from the compliance department. This includes any third-party marketing materials, websites, videos, social media, etc. Yesterday, I kept getting text messages and emails from people saying, Kasaya, I got a note from compliance that I can't have this, or Kasaya, I got a note from compliance saying I needed to fix my website. And, you know, I'm even looking at like our company official Twitter handle, and we're getting messages from people that's like, you know, Bobby Jeunesse. And unfortunately, that's a violation of our trademarking policy. So I just want to bring some clarity for that for you and your distributors. Literature, okay, no third-party marketing materials can be produced without the written consent of the compliance department. So if you want to put something together, I say just work with the compliance department. You can email them, it's compliance@jeunesseglobal.com, and let them know what it is that you're trying to do or what it is that you need. And then that way you're working in a collaborative effort instead of trying to, you know, do something on your own and then figure out that it was maybe in violation of the policies and procedures. Okay, advertising. You cannot produce any advertisements without the approval of compliance, internet and website. You should advertise the Jeunesse product line and business opportunity through your personalized replicated website. You all have those. We talk about them often on this channel. So if you want a website, you have to have approval first from compliance. And then the websites cannot conduct any sales. So basically on your website, you can't make a transaction and sell a product on your website. All the transactions have to be done on your JeunesseGlobal.com site through our merchant, through our shipping department. Otherwise, people are trying to return products and, you know, we can't guarantee them because we can't find an order number for them. So just make sure that any purchases that are being done or sale of product that's being done is being done through your .jeunesseglobal.com site. All right, third-party website, if it's approved, they're saying that you can't have the name Jeunesse or Jeunesse Global or any of the products name in or variation thereof in the domain name or the URL. Internet sites, as far as social media, e-commerce, and auction websites, prohibited of any sale that could be conducted through that website. So we're seeing stuff on eBay. We know we're seeing stuff on Amazon. This causes huge problems. Please don't list our products on there. Please don't sell anything on auctions. I mean, just from your own moral compass and your own ethical standpoint, just try to stay in line with this, because it ends up hurting everybody, and we want you all to be tremendously successful and for everybody to have a fair chance of marketing the product. So you could also risk having your site disabled, which means if they can link it back to who it is, they will pull you down and restrict it based on figuring out how they can come to an agreement to get that fixed or to get you back into being compliant. All right. Income claims, obviously you can't make reference to commission checks earned from your Jeunesse business, trade shows and auction sites. Again, we just talked about that. Media interviews, this is important. It states no distributor is permitted to conduct any media interviews or make any type of statement to the public media to publicize Jeunesse, its products, or their Jeunesse business. So you really got to be careful, because you literally are violating policies and procedures if you're doing an interview with the news or with the any type of television or media to publicize the business. It's very, very sensitive, especially in the United States with claims and all of the different regulatory agencies that the company has to work with. It could be really detrimental, so please avoid doing that. Third-party materials, again, you are prohibited from producing or selling your own marketing materials. If you'd like to do that, contact compliance for approval. Fantastic. Okay, so, rules are in place to kind of help guide everybody. So again, let's make sure that we're building our business with integrity and being reverent to everyone else that is also attempting to build their business and do it in a meaningful way. So hopefully that sheds some light on those policies and procedures. I also, again, posted the link to what I just showed you in the description of this video blog post. So hangouts.jeunesseglobal.com. In the bottom, the link is there so you can pull this website up. Okay, next on the agenda, let's talk lock placement. I'm going to take you into the back office again. Now, lock placement is important. Remember, we are in a binary, so our business model is in a binary, which means you're building two teams. And so sometimes you have to pick, do I want someone on my right side or do I want someone on my left side? Where do they need to go? And if you need to customize that, there's a way to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is log into your back office, which I'm going to show you right here. And we're actually going to go to the My Profile area inside of our J office. So I'm logged in here. I'm just going to click on the My Profile area. And I got kicked out, but let me log in very quickly. All right, so in my Profile area, I'm just going to click on this. And this is a great place to update your profile too. If you're new to the business and you haven't had a chance to kind of navigate your back office, this is a great place to start, just so you can update all of the information that's inside of here. Now, to change your lock placement, we are going to come right here where it says lock placement and select where we want it to go. Do you want someone falling on your left team, or do you want to put them on your right team? Or do you want the system to do it for you? Remember earlier when we talked about generating 600 points on one side and 300 points on the other, which then creates a cycle for you and you get paid $35? Well, that's where this becomes very important. So your lock placement will automatically put new distributors on which side needs help so that you're building congruently. Or you can select to have your right side be the default or your left side be the default. Let's say you want to enroll someone and you want to make sure they go on your left side, then you would just change this lock placement to come down to the bottom, submit that change, and then that change would go in effect for the next person you enrolled would go on your left team inside of the binary. That is how you do lock placement. The next piece of the puzzle that's on the agenda today is setting up your auto ship. So let's go over here to auto ship and let's talk about setting this up. So there's two things that you can do with your auto ship. One is you can have what's called a normal monthly auto ship. This means that every month you want products coming to your door and you're going to pick what those products specifically are and pay for them on a monthly basis. So it's monthly residual auto ship. Or you can do what's called a prepaid auto ship, which means if you would like to order a bulk amount of products Or just make sure that if you need to order a lot of product, then that keeps you qualified for a designated amount of time. You can do it by ordering a prepaid auto ship. And what this does is it allows you to still buy at the discounted rate. And then you can look down here. By prepaying for auto ship products, you're agreeing to pay in advance for the number of months you choose. So if you choose to prepay for 3 months worth of auto ship, then each month, starting on your next auto ship day, you won't be charged for the products that you prepaid for. However, you will get the points. So that means you'll stay active. You'll receive all of the products for this order right away. Please note that it is non-refundable. Okay, so that's kind of spelled out for you right there. It basically means that you're going to stay qualified, but you're going to get your products right away. So that would be what is called a prepaid auto ship. Let's go back to auto ship and let's talk about setting up a normal monthly auto ship. So by clicking here, now I have two options at the top here. We're going to start with unconditional. Of course, that's the best way to go because you still want to be consuming products. You always want to have products on hand if you want to, give them away or sell them. So your unconditional auto ship is not contingent on any condition. That means that no matter what, every month you are going to pay for and receive that product. Okay, it's a convenient option for distributors who either need extra product every month for personal use. Additionally, a successful unconditional auto ship order within 7 days after your auto ship dates will qualify you to receive any excess personal sales volume you may accumulate after meeting your monthly qualification. So the PSV will go towards your weaker leg until your next auto ship. So you're actually able to keep additional volume by doing that. So updating your auto ship. So unconditional means always getting shipped no matter what. And then conditional, that's where you can choose to do one of the following conditions. That means if you had purchased something in your back office shop that qualified you, then it wouldn't set off your auto ship. Or having an active prepaid auto ship order, either if the two conditions are met, then you would be on what's called a conditional auto ship. And that basically means that if the system sees you already have enough volume, enough points, it's not going to run that auto ship. So you can select which one that you want. And then let's go down here and let's pick out some products. As you can see, I've already selected these products, but I'm going to just take you down to add these products so you can see where they are. In the add a product, you can kind of take a look at what it is that you would like to do and then how much volume is attached to them. So remember, you need 60 CV to stay qualified for the month. So, a pack of AM and PM will do that for you. So that could be your auto ship. You could pick Finity, any of these products you could pick. Now, as you can see, I've already selected some stuff on auto ship. I want you to select the Get To It's Paid For You, the free Luminous package. You need to select this so that if you get preferred customers, the system knows to kick that off and check for it. So you can see there's no cost for this. This just kind of enrolls you in the program because otherwise there's no way for the system to know that you might be a part of the Get To It's Paid For You program. So you want to make sure that's selected. Also, I've selected for this auto ship 3 boxes of Instantly Ageless. I selected 3 because I can see that the volume attached to 1 box of Ageless is only 20, and so I know I need 60 to stay qualified. We're gonna go ahead and select 3 boxes, which brings, tells me what my cost is and then tells me what my total CV is, okay? So, and right here, this tells you since you automatically receive the amount of the Get To Auto Ship products that you earned, selecting the quantity is not required because the quantity shown does not reflect what is shipped. So there's no need to kind of select anything there as far as quantity. That's just the way that the system is set up. So you want to pick what products you want on auto ship. And then I'm going to come down here and just very quickly invite you to participate in our Jeunesse Kids auto ship donation. We have a tremendous charity. And if you know, our founders, Wendy Lewis and Randy Wright, are very passionate about helping feed hungry kids all over the world. And so we want to invite you to partner with our charity. And you can do this as simple as $5 every month. Just add it to your auto ship. It would be hugely helpful for kids all over the world who are in need. We actually just adopted a village in rural China. We announced that in Macau. Also, if you're coming to LEAD, you'll be able to hear from Scott Baker, who is our partner with Free the Children, which is a charity that we've partnered with to be able to help these children all over the globe. So I encourage you to go ahead and add a donation for Jeunesse Kids onto your auto ship. It would be tremendously appreciated. So when you're ready to set up your auto ship, please select ship my order. They're not doing in-office pickups anymore, so just select please ship my order. If you select I'll pick it up at the office, you're gonna have a problem. A lot of people like don't want to pay shipping, so they select they'll pick the order up. But the problem is if you live in Seattle, you'd have to come all the way to Orlando to pick that product up. And based on the amount of volume that the company is doing, we kind of held off the picking up orders at the office, so that's no longer available. So just select ship my order. Make sure you have your order shipped, very important. And then updating your credit card. So let's talk about payment info for the auto ship. There are multiple things that you can do to provide billing information for your auto ship. You can, for example, use your wallet funds first. In another Hangout, I talked about setting up your wallet, which is right here. This is a separate username and password than your back office. Let's call this your Jeunesse Bank, okay? Your wallet is your Jeunesse Bank. You can choose to have your commissions direct deposited. You can choose to have them paid in checks. You can bank them in there and then use your wallet funds for your auto ship. So that is an option. You can also do a partial payment from your wallet, and then if there's a little bit in there and you want to use what's left in your wallet to pay for your auto ship, great. And then you need to add a credit card. So you can update your credit card and add a new one by clicking this. You can also deactivate a credit card that might be on file by clicking deactivate. And then you can create and pay for your auto ship order as soon as you set it up. So you want to do that to make sure that you're qualified for the month. So if you bought into the business or if you're new to Jeunesse and you're not on auto ship, you want to make sure that you are. You can hit create and that will create your auto ship. All right, so hopefully that was helpful in learning how to create an auto ship. Let's talk very quickly about enrolling a new distributor. So this is important. Let's go to beautybyele.jeunesseglobal.com. This is our test account. And so here is your front-facing replicated website, beautybyele.jeunesseglobal.com. An update for all of you, no matter where you are. All members on all websites now have the Get in Touch button. So can you please check and make sure that this shows up on your .jeunesseglobal.com replicated website? So this Get in Touch form actually allows you to collect leads, and these fall right into your back office. So this is a great way for people to request more information about your Jeunesse business. Once they have done so, they will land in your back office under your My Leads area. So let's talk about signing up a new distributor. They go to your replicated website. They click on Join Now. Also, if someone says, hey, send me your link to sign up, you can just copy and paste this link up here because your Beauty by Ellie, you'll see your site URL, whatever that is, on the end. I'm logged in, which I probably should be logged out when I'm doing this because it's recognizing my JOffice link on the top. But most likely you won't be logged into your business when you're doing it. So let's, let me open a new incognito window very quickly for you. See if you can still see it. Here we go. I'm just sharing a new browser so that I can demonstrate this for you a little bit better. There we go. All right, so now I am, let's say I'm a prospect and I land on Elle's replicated website and I want to join now. So basically I'm going to sign up in this business by clicking Join Now. Also, this is a new feature, Watch and Learn. You guys can click there. But I'm going to just show you how to enroll in a distributor. So we're going to click Join Now. This is very interesting because the region which with you're signing up, there are lots of them. I've had people say to me, you know, Kasaya, when I go to JeunesseGlobal.com, I just don't see this country. So I'm going to show you really quickly. They say, I don't see this country and I don't see, you know, that we're open in whatever country. Because on the top of the Jeunesse Global sites, you can normally toggle over this and see these countries. So when I hear people say, I don't think they're open in our country, I say, well, go to the enrollment page and then choose your region because you'll see in the drop down, I think we're at like 130 countries. We're in a ton of places. and you can find them when you go to sign up. So that's the best way, even for you as a distributor, to look at it and say, hey, let me check if we're open in your region, and then use this area to kind of go down and confirm. Also, educate yourself. I mean, it's stunning how many countries you can do business in. So you're running this global online business with products that are scientifically proven, have studies to back them, the best marketing, the best compensation plan, everything you could possibly want. So educate yourself also on the business by understanding what countries you're actually open in and that you can do business. But I'm going to come down and I'm actually going to go to the USA because that happens to be where I'm at. And I'm sure a lot of the people in my Hangout happen to be in the USA, so I want to just kind of walk you through. Now they're going to see their order application. They have to consent to the electronic record here, which is basically our compensation plan. So you can click on here. If any of you don't know this information, this is a good way to go back and find them. You can click I agree. You want to read and review all of these things, and then click I agree and then continue. When you continue, you're going to be taken to your order page, and this is going to invite you to fill out all of your information and then place an order at the bottom. So who's your sponsor name, making sure that that information is correct so you can sign someone up, and then your site URL, just like I showed you. This is a test account, so this is beautybyellie.jeunesseglobal.com, but this is where you'll pick your handle, and we make it so convenient that you can check to see if it's available by just clicking on this link right here so you can see if that handle is available, setting up your password, and then obviously filling out all of the information that is needed, filling out your mailing information, your shipping information, and then coming down here. One of these is, they're both the same, it's just the difference is the wristband and the keychain. So I've reviewed these with you before. The wristband is simply a fun wristband that you can wear that's got a USB that connects to it, and the keychain is just a small little metal keychain, but this gives you your starter kit. And then if you come down here, you are going to see the options that you have to sign up in the business. Like, what package do you want to enroll with? And so Sapphire, you can click on the view description, and this will actually tell you what's included, how much volume is attached, and then what the acquisition bonus to the sponsor is. So you get a cab bonus for enrolling new people at higher level packages. They also get a lot more product, and they can, in some cases, be qualified for a certain amount of time based on whatever rank they're enrolling at. And then of course some basic packages, and of course they can also create a pack. That's in that the program that I showed you earlier, the opportunity booklet from Jeunesse in your starter kit, talks a little bit about the create a package option. It's not something we necessarily recommend doing, but you're welcome to do it if you find it necessary. But you can take a look at all the packages and click on view description so you know what's actually in them. Again, this is good to know for you personally so that you can educate yourself on what all these packages mean and how they can benefit the prospect that's coming into the business. And then of course, an SSN or an EIN is required for US citizens. This is because I think it's at $600. Once the position has earned $600, then it becomes taxable. And so the company has to have your information on file, so that gives you a little bit of that information. And then you can continue shopping, or you can complete the sign up. So upon completing the sign up, obviously I didn't fill this out just because of time, but it'll tell you if you missed anything, and then you want to continue on to complete the sign up. So enrolling a new distributor is relatively simple. You just want to make sure that you're taking the time to kind of walk them through so that they know exactly what to do when they go to enroll. Okay, let me go back here to my screen share and shut that off for a minute. I'm going to take a look very quickly at my agenda because I think we covered pretty much everything I wanted to talk about with you guys today. Again, if you have questions, leave them on hangouts.jeunesseglobal.com. I'm going to take a peek over there before I close the call out, just in case there are a couple questions that I can answer for you. I wanted to share with you that dose of inspiration. So I'm going to share my screen because, you know, I think it's important to kind of stay positive, right? When you're running your own business and when you get a taste of entrepreneurship, it's not always easy. Sometimes we have to do things that are hard, and sometimes it can be a little bit lonely. But I want to encourage you by sharing with you a story from the giving tree. You might know this because as a child, this was a very, very popular children's book written by Shel Silverstein. So I'm just gonna walk you through really quickly. The basic concept of the book is that it follows the life of a female apple tree and a boy who can actually communicate with one another. So the tree calls the human the boy his entire life. And in his childhood, the boy enjoys playing with the tree. He climbs her trunk, he swings from her branches, eats her apples. However, as time passes, he starts to make requests of the tree. After he enters adolescence, the boy needs money. So the tree suggests that he pick and sell her apples, which he does. After reaching adulthood, the boy now wants a house. And the tree says, you should cut my branches and build a house, which he does. After reaching middle age, the boy wants a boat. And so the tree suggests he cut her trunk to make a boat, which he does, leaving only a stump. In the final pages of the book, the boy, who is now an old man, wants only a quiet place to sit and rest, which the stump then provides. So the story ends with the sentence, and the tree was happy. So the parable is representative of us all. You know, in order to win big, you have to give selflessly. The giving doesn't stop. It's very interesting in network marketing. I wanted to share this with you because the giving tree gives and gives and gives and gives. So ask yourself, what is it that you're giving to your distributors that are enabling you to be successful and enabling them to be successful? Is it a mutually beneficial relationship? And maybe the giving doesn't stop. You know, you're always giving. You give of yourself from your time. So you're giving your time. You're giving financially because sometimes you do have to invest in your team. And you're giving your knowledge. You're sharing what it is that you know, your gifts and talents, and all of the knowledge that you can pass on to make your distributors tremendously successful. And so I just want to leave today's call and ask you, what is it that you're doing to help create success, and what is it that you can give back to your team and to our Jeunesse family that's maybe unique to you, so that you can share your gifts and talents and help everyone around you become successful? So that brings our call to an end. So if you would like to share this video, it's available for replay immediately following. You can share it in your teams, in your groups, on any social network. And then just very quickly, I want to invite you to download JMobile, which is our free mobile application where you can run your business on the go, literally from the palm of your hand. It's available in the Apple App Store. It's also available in the Google Play Store. It is called JMobile, and it is from Jeunesse Global. Free to use, fantastic tool. You can actually watch some replays of Hangouts on this channel right here to give you some great information on how to use it. Again, at the next live event, I would love to meet you, so be sure to come by and say hello. If you want to hang on for a couple minutes, I'm just going to roll over to hangouts.jeunesseglobal.com and take a peek at what you guys have said. So let me just log in there very quickly and see if there's a couple questions I might be able to answer for you before we end the broadcast. All right, I'm gonna pause my video so I'm not playing in the background here since we are live. Still loading. Okay, all right, cool. Never heard of the giving tree. I have to pass this along to my other distributors. Thanks, Kasaya, you're a great motivator. Thank you for that comment. I'm glad. I love that. I thought that was really powerful. I actually, that came from Diamond, Triple Diamond? Double Diamond. Jason Karamanis shared that with me in Macau. And it was so powerful. It's something so simple sometimes can really just have the biggest impact on your life. And so I think it's important in this industry, we're always giving of ourselves in multiple ways. And so keep that in mind as you continue to build your teams. All right, so JBuilder is no longer functioning. Why am I still having posts posted to my social media? That's a great question. I'll take that to my tech team tomorrow. Okay, why is Instantly Ageless only 13 CV when people sign up, but afterwards it is 20 CV? Yeah, on the sign up process, I'm gonna get some clarity on that. I'll try to answer that for you next week. I know that the CV is different upon sign up, so let me figure that out and get back to you. Okay. Kasaya, when will the Get in Touch option be displayed on the UK sites? Hi, Viv. Thanks for tuning in. You know, that should be available now. I got an email from my tech team this morning that said the Get in Touch is now available to all members on everyone's replicated website, and so it should be there now. Okay, Margaret. Hi, Margaret. Congratulations on your recent rank advancement. You're doing amazing things in your business. Great to have you every Saturday. She says, Kasaya, you mentioned last week they're updating the J-Kit. Do you know when this will be completed? I have some people in the US still waiting for their kits. I got a J-Kit in the mail. Actually, I had them send me an updated one, and all of my stuff was updated. I was delighted to see that Instantly Ageless had been added to the products page, and also, what was it? Zen Body was in there too. So I had no idea that it was updated and being printed and shipped, but it is. So that's actually really positive. As far as in Canada, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. So I'll find out. Kathy, great comment. She says, Kasaya, thanks for clarifying the guidelines for creating our fan pages. Emphasis on what you've shared before, branding ourselves. That's right. I talk a lot about this. No need to brand the company. Brand yourself. What is your unique message that you can share with the world? And Jeunesse just happens to be a product or a service that you're offering, but you. Another thing that I love that I've seen a lot of reps do is say, hey, I love what you're doing with your whatever it is. So you meet people all the time and they always have different things going. So maybe it's a fitness trainer, or maybe it's a hairstylist or something, and being able to say to them, hey, I love what you're doing with your new blog. Is there any way I can be of support to you, or any way I can help you with what is that you're doing? Any way that maybe we might be able to collaborate and come at your business that way. So it's not so much of, you know, trying to get people to buy your stuff, right? An interesting way of looking at it. Sometimes we just have to flip the script just a little bit. So you guys have left some amazing, amazing feedback. I love it. So Jeanette says, okay, so is my Instantly Ageless automatically coming monthly? How do I check if I have set this up, if it needs setting up? Yeah, just like I showed you today, go into your back office. You can set up your auto ship. The limit right now is 3, but as I stated earlier, we anticipate lifting that limit after leads. Scott had mentioned that on our call on Wednesday night on Exec Connect, just talking a little bit about being able to get this product in a higher quantity to our distributors, and then also being able to take it internationally. So yes, just like I showed, you can set up an auto ship right now with up to 3 boxes of Instantly Ageless. So it is great to see all of these familiar faces. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for spending your Saturday with me. I want to congratulate you on taking the steps that you need to learn new skill sets and also learn how to better run and manage your Jeunesse business. It's my pleasure to serve you. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm Kasaya J. I'm the digital media specialist for Jeunesse Global. I can't wait to see you next week on the next Jworld Hangout. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Bye-bye.